好啦，咁我哋開始最後一場嘅 panel discussion 啦。Hopefully 大家都仲係未飲飽食醉啦，仲可以聽多陣先啦。咁如果我太遲開始，我驚影響到食飯啦，所以就事不宜遲，我哋即將開始啦。咁喺我左手邊啦，有 Rosanna 老師啦，係嚟自 HKDI 嘅老師嚟嘅。咁啊，專登排 Rosanna 到後面最後一組喎，點解咧？因為頭先仲教緊書啊，喺將軍度，所以係非常之俾面我哋個會啊，專登一教完書就衝過嚟。咁啊，中間有 Emma、Emanuele，have I pronounced correctly?
Correct. Emanuele. That's very difficult.
OK. 咁有來自意大利嘅面料供應商啦，咁仲有陳生啦，最遠嘅 Mr. Andy Chan 就係我哋本會嘅香港洋服總會會長，係啦。咁呢一組咧就全部都係星光熠熠重量級人馬嚟㗎啦。咁我哋事不宜遲，第一條問題就問下 Rosanna 先。咁嗱，我哋呢一個主題啦，都係圍繞翻香港作為一個裁縫嘅中心啦。個挑戰同機遇係啲乜嘢嘅？咁但係我就想問翻啲貼身少少嘅問題。咁 HKDI 作為香港其中一個都係一個數一數二嘅 Design Institute 啦，我想問下喺不停去變幻嘅設計領域入邊啦，點樣保持嗰個學習嘅相關性咧？即係一個 design 入邊點樣可以跟翻住個課程 schedule 咁樣咧？
好，唔該晒大家。我叫 Rosanna 啊，頭先唔好意思冇企起身。咁我係來自香港知專設計學院嘅老師嚟㗎。咁譬如咧啱啱阿希文嗰條問題咧，其實都好適合嘅，因為咧知專設計學院咧係 under 呢個職訓局嘅。咁職訓局咧全名就叫職業訓練局。咁你聽到個名都知道㗎啦，即係話咧係一間職業導向嘅大專嚟嘅。咁所以咧，其實學校個課程設計啊，或者裏邊嘅教材啊、內容啊，基本上都係同呢個設計係好息息相關嘅。譬如啦，首先我哋老師啊，同埋院校嘅學生啊，都同好多唔同嘅設計嘅團隊啊，或者唔同嘅商會都會有好緊密嘅聯繫嘅。譬如最明顯嘅啦，洋服協會啦、洋服總會啦，咁仲有呢一個香港時裝設計師協會啦。有呢個皮嘅商會啦，亦都有鞋商會啦。咁我哋其實學校咧都會同好多譬如布料嘅供應商啊，譬如有牛仔布啊，有一啲係 functional 嘅 high technology 嘅布嘅供應商啊，有物料商啊，譬如拉鏈啊，係即係 detail 到呢個地步咧，學校同埋嗰個啲同學咧都會同呢啲唔同嘅團體會有好多嘅接觸㗎。咁譬如我哋會有一啲唔同嘅 exhibition 啦，或者會有一啲 workshop 啊，或者有一啲交流啊，咁會見到咧就係無論外與內布料市場，甚至乎係一啲非牟利嘅團體，我哋都會有一啲好緊密嘅合作嘅。咁呢度經過咗咁多交流之後咧，其實老師同埋同學都會知道而家個 market 嘅需要啦，亦都會知道譬如而家嗰個市場嘅趨勢係點啊。咁喺老師嗰方面咧，我哋就會每一年都會更新一啲譬如教學嘅教材啊，或者係同學嘅一啲功課啊。譬如可能呢幾年會講咗好多元宇宙啦，或者會講一啲係關於 AI 嘅主題啦，又或者可能關於共融啦。咁我哋都會將呢啲咧真係最新嘅社會發生緊嘅事咧，會係 update 落去啲課程裏邊嘅。咁所以就好似啱啱希文咁講啦，其實真係會同個社會同埋去而家嗰個時裝啊設計界咧會好緊密嘅聯繫咯。同埋譬如我哋都會有一啲機器啊，或者係一啲新嘅 machinery 啊software 嘅 update 嘅。譬如啦，好似我哋幾年前嘅，咁知道業界咧會用多咗好多 AI 嘅軟件，譬如 Claude 啦，咁可能在場都有一啲業界嘅人士都有用過嘅。咁呢個都係一個比較新嘅 AI 嘅 software 嚟，因為我哋又係經過同嗰啲業界溝通，知道而家呢一個係一個好新嘅科技，同埋佢係一個好好嘅設計嘅 AI 嘅軟件，咁所以我哋都將佢咧加咗入去課程裏邊咯。咁所以就會係真係 keep 住嗰個時代嘅進步啦。
咁頭先都聽到其實 DI 啦，同我哋好多唔同嘅 association 都合作得非常之緊密嘅。咁都再想問多少少關於學生嗰方面啦，即係譬如 喺課程當中，頭先上一組人都有講過少少關於自動化，甚至乎人工智能啊。咁嗰日我私底下傾偈嘅時候咯，都有問過，點樣可以套用人工智能啊、AR 啊、VR 啊，甚至乎 3D 嘅呢啲 tools 喺一啲課程入邊咧？咁問完先知，原來 AR 同 VR 又係唔同嘅嘢嚟嘅喎。咁介唔介意又講下喺課程入邊點樣可以套用到而家近期大行其道嘅人工智能啊、AR 啊，甚至乎 ESG 呢啲咁嘅大嘅名詞咧？
咁首先我唔係呢個 AI 嘅專家啦，亦都唔係真係好係 AR 同 VR 嘅一個領域啦。咁所以我講嘅咧就比較 layman 嘅，係因為可能比較容易俾人哋大家會理解嘅一個概念嘅。譬如咧，講咗AR 先啦。咁 AR 佢係當中文咧，佢係叫做擴展一個實景嘅。何謂擴展一個實景咧？即係話咧，首先你要有一個實在嘅環境去配合。譬如啦，幾年前咪好興玩呢個寵物小精靈嘅，咁你會喺個手機嗰度咧望到一個實際嘅環境，跟住你會望到嗰隻寵物小精靈噶嘛。嗰個就係因為有一個實際嘅環境去配合，咁你會睇到嗰個 AR 嘅。咁如果譬如用喺時裝上，你有咩機會會見到咧？譬如而家咪好興嗰啲係個 app 嗰度，你 upload 咗張相，跟住你好似 virtual 咁樣，你可以換唔同嘅衫嘅，嗰啲都係一啲 AR 嘅發展咯。咁呢個就會係其實時裝界一個而家好大嘅一個趨勢啦。咁 VR 係咩咧？就係叫做virtual reality。咁佢真係全部咧係虛擬嘅。譬如我用一個例子啦，就係HKDI。咁佢舊年咧就同法國嘅一個 museum，咁佢就聯合做咗一個展覽。嗰個展覽咧就係喺一個空白嘅場地咧去做呢一個展覽嘅，全部成個地方係乜都冇嘅，一個空白嘅場地嚟嘅。咁但係參加者咧，佢就戴住一個 VR 嘅眼鏡，佢就好似模擬咁樣咧睇到真實嘅場景。咁佢嗰次嗰個主題咧就係將19世紀嘅時候印象派畫家嘅一個興起啊。即係嗰個畫嗰陣時嘅點解會係開始有呢個畫派啊？佢就將嗰個即係以前嘅年代，包括嗰啲出名嘅畫家，佢就靠過呢個 VR 嘅眼鏡咧嘅眼鏡咧，就呈現晒成個環境。咁喺度戴嘅時候咧，你就會好似跟住去行，會見到嗰個場景咧喺你身邊咁樣不斷咁樣轉變，同埋會有一啲好似古裝嘅人咧，就喺你前面經過咁樣咯。咁呢個就係佢得意嘅地方啦。咁所以好似你啱啱講啦，譬如引用到教學，我哋會點用咧？譬如啱啱我講咗 Claude 呢個 software 啦，咁佢係一個AI 配合埋 VR 嘅技術嘅一個時裝設計軟件嚟嘅。咁佢可能悶少少啊，但係佢其實真係幾有趣嘅。咁佢個版面咧係一邊係 2D， 一邊係 3D。咁同學會係點樣做咧？去學呢個軟件咧，首先佢就會喺 2D 嗰度咧畫咗個紙樣出嚟嘅。但係佢虛擬嘅，全部係假嘅。喺 3D 嗰邊咧，你就會見到一個虛擬嘅人，佢會出現咗一個紙樣，一個可能係畫咗個前幅，咁佢嗰個人咧就出現咗一件前幅啦。咁跟住你繼續喺 2D 嗰度繼續畫個紙樣咧，嗰個人就會繼續可能着多咗嗰件衫。咁你仲要喺 2D 嗰度咧，要指示埋嗰個 machinery 咧去幫佢去車衫嘅。咁所以你就會係真實嗰邊咧，你就會見一個虛擬嘅人，有一件衫係呈現咗出嚟嘅。咁喺教學方面當然好有用啦，因為譬如同學本身佢學紙樣咧係個概念係好平面噶嘛，咁佢未必識得將嗰個紙樣點樣去擺落去真人身上喎。但係佢而家喺電腦就將佢虛擬咗成個過程出嚟啦。咁所以佢就會知道咧，原來我呢度原來加個閘嘅，喺真實嘅人就會係收窄咗嘅，又或者我呢度原來係加咗一啲 design 嘅，咁我即刻會有個真實嘅影像咧係做出嚟嘅。咁就會好幫到佢哋去理解設計嘅理念啦，同埋啲紙樣嘅改變咯。咁所以呢個就係即係點樣去用科技嗰度融合咗落去我哋嗰個課程裏邊咯。
咁我覺得回應得非常之咁深入啦。而家講完之後，我成個腦海都係嗰個畫面已經 feel 到晒係點樣加加減減嗰個，哇嗰件事啊，其實都應該幾咁震撼啊！OK， 咁啊，暫時我諗Rosanna 呢度我就俾你休息一陣先，咁我就 move on 去問 Emma，It's your turn，OK？So，嗱 Emma 咧我就會用翻好明顯咧係會用英文去問佢啦，咁我會盡量用我僅餘嘅翻譯能力去同大家總結一下佢講咗啲咩嘅。Emma，OK，so the first question，can I interview you in Cantonese？
Yes, why not？冇問題。
冇問題，OK，
冇問題
冇問題，咁 OK 啦，咁咧 OK。嗱，Emma 咧佢就係代表 Piacenza 1733 Asia 嘅 Managing Director 嚟嘅。咁我就想問下，OK，the first question，what unique advantages does Hong Kong as Asia's trade hub offer to you and your brand?
Thank you, Heyman, and thank you very much to everyone for having me here. Thanks to the Hong Kong Tailor Association. I will go in English because my Cantonese is not good enough to have this conversation with you.
As long as it is not in Italian, then I can help you to translate. Otherwise, my Italian is not that great as well.
That's right. So, well, from the point of view of a foreign company, I have to say that the Hong Kong, from this point of view, is a blessed place because historically Hong Kong has always been a crossroad for trades, a place that connects East and West. Hong Kong is the place that I have called home for the last 16 years. And one of the company of our group, Cerruti, has had their original headquarters since 1991. So, what is that? What is that thing that makes Hong Kong so special? So, it is a place that is. It looks that it's made for business because trading is easy, financial is easy, logistic is easy, and then it is centrally located in Asia. So also in terms of promotions, if you want to promote the products that actively promote the products that you sell and that you distribute, that you produce and distribute, it is so convenient to just be present in a lot of markets and countries in the region. And I'm talking, I'm seeing this from the point of view of a fabric producer, Italian fabric producer, that has chosen Hong Kong as the regional headquarters and the distribution hub for Asia. But it's not just for fabrics, also for the services, the tailoring services. So it is definitely, I think, in my opinion, I think that it's still nowadays the best location for foreign companies to conduct business in Asia.
Yes, I do very much agree on all the above. So just let me quickly translate what you have mentioned. 嗱，頭先 Emma 咧就話其實佢已經叫咗香港咧係16年做自己屋企㗎啦，因為其實佢唔係啱啱過嚟嘅新仔啦。咁頭先都有講到，其實香港咧本身有個自我優勢咧，係好適合去做一個中西文化嘅 trading 嘅。咁尤其是係喺裁縫業入邊啦，我哋喺香港嘅裁縫嘅底蘊已經非常之濃厚。咁尤其是佢話作為一個外國嘅供應商啦，將啲貨品可以好簡單地出入香港呢個港口咧，亦都係一個好大嘅優勢。咁然而令到我哋作為裁縫啦，有時候唔係淨係話喺香港生產嘅時候咧，都可以好簡單咁樣將所有貨品亦都出口翻去唔同嘅生產商嗰度做代加工。咁頭先呢個就係一個簡單點解佢哋會設立個總部喺香港啦，同埋佢哋另一個品牌其實早喺1991年已經喺香港有一個辦事處。咁所以成件事就解釋咗點解Emma 咁接地氣啊，同埋已經係好融入到我哋呢一個社會文化。咁等我再問佢深入多少少，再同大家匯報多少少先啊。Okay, so second question, as a foreign supplier, what cultural differences or challenges have you encountered while operating in Hong Kong and China?
Well, so sometimes from the perspective of a foreigner, it is sometimes difficult to judge. And me personally, being in Hong Kong for such a long time, it is sometimes difficult to separate business and friendship, because most of the customers that we have in Hong Kong, they're also friends, and that is a facet of the business of doing business in Hong Kong that makes business very easy.
Like me, no, because I'm wearing a PHN's fabric today as well. That's why.
There we go. You got an example over here, and culturally, I would say that of course Hong Kong is more inclined to have a kind of to facilitate the relationships between Hong Kong and foreign companies. Of course, China has developed incredibly in the last years, and the business of course in China is in a different scale, and but the ease and then the capability of Hong Kong to do business with foreign businesses in foreign countries is definitely another level. I would say that. And then apart from the differences of just doing business with the different countries, not only Hong Kong, China, but Hong Kong, China, and the other countries of in Asia. In our case, from our organization in Hong Kong, it is very important for us because of what we can learn from all the different markets. Sometimes we're a traditional company. We're a new company, but we are rooted in tradition. And generally, Asian markets are very young markets. All Asian markets, probably with the exception of Japan. And so there are markets, they have special requirements in terms of styling, in terms of research, in terms of development. And that helps us. That is a drive for us to put some more effort in research, development, design. And this aspect is also beneficial for us, so we can have a collection of fabrics that is always new, that is always updated, and is beneficial also to other markets, not only to the Asian markets.
Yeah, so I think you've also answered the third question with the second half of the answer. But I wanted to add what we've discussed privately, where you have learned the efficiency in Hong Kong. And also, what else? There are quite a few more things. Even for summer holidays, there's a cultural difference. So I think I'm just gonna. You wanna talk a little bit about that, or?
Yeah, definitely. In Italy, we're definitely more lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
And jokes apart. Another thing that we have to, that is important for us, just being in Hong Kong, you have a closer touch with all the other markets and all the other customers and distributors in the area, and definitely it is an opportunity for us to align with the level of efficiency that is required in terms of product development and distribution, and the speed of the service. It's it happened to me that I visited with a friend the Great Wall of China recently, and if you want to have a coffee in the middle of nowhere on the Great Wall of China, there is a drone that is delivering a coffee to you in the middle of nowhere, and to produce a sample of fabric, it takes us 60 days. So it's a different thing, but it is an opportunity for us to understand how fast things go in this part of the world, and so it helps us to improve our service.
Okay, so let me quickly rephrase what you have just answered. 咁Emma 其實一次過就答咗我兩條問題。咁第一題問題咧，我就問佢你喺香港咁多年啦，會唔會話有啲咩文化差異啊？甚至乎係有冇啲咩係同我哋華人圈子係夾唔埋嚟嘅嘢啦？呢個係 part one。第二題咧就係問埋佢哋產品啊，即係作為一個咁傳統嘅布料商，點樣去迎合我哋而家比較新潮嘅款式咧？ 咁啊，先講咗 part one 先啦。頭先都講咗其實佢話文化差異基本上係冇。調翻轉頭咧，佢係喺我哋香港啊，甚至乎內地嗰邊學到好多唔同嘅嘢。第一就係嗰個效率啦，個效率我哋係做嘢好快啦。因為我自己都有同意大利訂布料嘅親身經驗，就係佢哋7、8月係放暑假，咁所以好多時候如果你要同佢哋買布咧，係要等1個月之後先可以開始做呢件事。咁啊，佢再舉咗個例子啦。之前去長城同個朋友話想叫杯咖啡啦，有個無人機就直接吊咗杯咖啡過嚟啦。咁呢一個佢都係覺得甚為驚訝嘅。咁啊，另外喺公司上，佢話佢哋其實而家傳統行業打個板都要成幾十日，咁覺得呢啲全部嘢都係值得向我哋去學習呢樣嘢。咁最尾咧就係關於面料嗰個開發啊，點樣去保持呢個相關性。咁其實以我嘅理解，包括我自己相信而家着緊啲 PHS 布料啦，其實佢哋都係好貼市啊，即係好迎合潮流嘅一樣嘢。咁好多時候佢哋都話喺我哋亞洲咧，其實係比歐洲更加開放。咁所以喺好多着衫嘅潮流上咧，佢係反而會吸收我哋呢邊嘅 feedback， 然之後再套用落去佢哋嘅產品開發，然而令到成個版簿、成個系列更加吸睛咯。Okay, so thank you, Emma. I have just quickly rephrased everything you've told me, but I'll come back to you with the final question in a bit. Just let me quickly speak to Andy, and then I'll come back to you.
May I? Hello.
好啦，咁壓軸啦 ，last but not least， 我哋都要邀請下本會嘅會長出嚟同我哋分享下佢嘅睇法啦。咁由淺入深，咁第一條問題啦，我就想代個裁縫行業啦，去問下而家嗰個發展狀況係大概如何咧？同埋嚟緊有啲咩係值得關注嘅咧？
我相信香港經歷咗呢5-7年裏邊嘅最低谷嘅時候已經過咗啦嚇。咁響我哋嘅洋服行業裏邊嘅話咧，我感覺響呢30-40年裏邊嘅經驗咧，佢係一個循環不息嘅行業，唔會能夠令到佢死亡嘅嚇。咁個韌性係非常之大嘅嚇。咁而家我哋嗰個行業裏邊嘅話咧，我哋唔會擔心佢係一個消費個缺位，絕對係有人可以消費得起做洋服呢個行業。咁而家我哋個樽頸位裏邊咧，又唔係已經係鋪租咯，因為鋪租咧就已經比喺我哋高峰嘅時候咧，已經係跌咗起碼50%。而家我哋嗰個樽頸位最大嘅問題就係人手嚇。我哋呢一個行業裏邊嘅話咧，去營運一個洋服嘅行業咧，相信用一個好似建築製造商咁樣嚟去比喻，睇落去我哋做一個洋服店好似好簡單，放呢啲布料喺上邊。但係如果我哋真係要由一個基層至到能夠可以獨當一面營運呢個洋服鋪裏邊嘅話咧，殊不簡單。由認識布料啦。度身啦、身形分析啦，對於嗰個品質裏邊嘅要求咧，呢個最基本嘅係我哋必須經過3-5年裏邊去浸入嘅。咁如果喺呢個行業裏邊嘅話，個技術性上邊掌握得好嘅話咧，相信我哋叫做喺個馬步扎得唔穩咧，就會好容易跌落嚟。咁最初我聽見阿袁生第一個 talk 佢已經講咗，人手我哋點樣培育咧？喺香港，如果要經過3年或者5年裏邊，先係可以突圍出嚟嘅。咁我相信呢個係一個非常非常困難去培養一啲承接呢行裏邊嘅人手嚇。咁所以我哋一定係要好依賴背向我哋嘅祖國裏邊，將個培訓嘅人員咧，由國內裏邊落嚟，做一個製造呢一個模式。咁我哋香港本土人咧，只不過係可以集中響一個做一個營運者嚇。 而唔係做一個製造者嚇。如果做一個製造者，係非常能夠可以走到出嚟嘅嚇。咁所以我覺得就要俾多啲時間咧，響呢一啲樽頸位裏邊啊，包括我哋呢個位置就希望能夠培訓到多一啲對呢行有興趣嘅人先。首先佢一定要對呢行響設計裏邊走出嚟啊嚇，或者對人與人裏邊嘅話，佢好中意做一個 servicing 嘅嘢。我哋喺呢度去揾到一啲最基礎嘅對呢行有興趣嘅人着手嚇，再喺我哋個本會裏邊嘅話咧，多啲去製造多啲機會，俾佢認識到喺國內裏邊嘅話唔同嘅配套。咁希望等到佢哋能夠將呢一行業裏邊嘅話咧，紮穩啲咁嚇。咁我覺得呢個係一個非常緊要嘅嘢。
OK， 頭先都有咁樣概括地講下而家佢哋行業情況啦。其實大家即係尤其是後生嘅裁縫或者同業啊，都唔可以話好 struggle 嘅，但係都唔係話最容易。咁我覺得都係要去睇下大家點樣可以攜手度過呢一個時刻啦。咁除咗呢一個業務嘅層面上啦，咁我都想問下喺本會啦，即係香港洋服總會啦，喺培養新一代嘅方向，會唔會有啲乜嘢計劃同埋個措施咧？
其實我哋持續咗差唔多成10年咧，都不斷喺個會裏邊咧有好多唔同嘅課程，相關於洋服裏邊嘅，包括度身啦、紙樣啦、製造啦、男裝啦、女裝啦、恤衫啦。我哋都會定期，我哋會招收一啲學員。我哋有一個免費嘅學堂，同埋我哋有好多導師。佢哋都係好義務去做一個作為一個領導，唔同層次裏邊嘅 section， 佢哋都可以當一面去教到一啲唔同嘅人嚇。咁我覺得喺我哋個會裏邊，喺每一個方位，我哋都用咗差唔多10年時間，由我做會長至而家嚇。咁希望喺呢一個角度裏邊，能夠提升到唔同嘅範疇裏邊，佢哋有興趣嘅人，能夠多啲集中咗喺我哋個會裏邊，能夠俾多啲認真啲嘅知識佢哋咯。
咁作為會嘅其中一份子啦，我自己都非常之感受到會長喺推動新一代嘅培訓入邊係出咗一份好大嘅力度。首先由帶領我哋出去同翻同業。亞洲又好，世界平台又好，可以同翻我哋接軌，令到我哋香港嘅裁縫業喺世界舞台上嗰個曝光率可以提升翻。第二，本地我哋亦都係希望可以再培多啲後生嘅同業入行。咁喺呢幾個唔同嘅角度入邊咧，其實我哋個會都大力去做緊呢樣嘢。咁嚟緊就希望將呢一個步伐可以再加強加大咯。咁多謝晒會長先。咁翻嚟 Rosanna 嗰度，咁我想問下咧，香港作為全球嘅裁縫中心啦，你即係唔一定要以一個教師角度啦，即係純粹一個分享角度啦，你會認為嗰個挑戰同埋個機遇喺邊度咧？
咁頭先其實會長都有講過啦，我諗最大我自己覺得啦，以老師嘅角度啦，我諗新入行嘅年輕人咧。確實係真係可能冇想象中咁易吸引到佢哋嘅，即係真係以老師角度分享。因為譬如咧，始終而家啲年輕嘅同學啦，佢會覺得裁縫係一個好高深嘅行業，即係佢會覺得可能要掌握呢一個技術啊，係需要好多年啊。因為我哋係裁縫師傅喎，佢只係一個可能啱啱畢業嘅同學，佢會覺得做到師傅係咪需要佢嘅工藝好好啊？佢要浸好多年啊？即係佢哋會未必有信心，佢可以即係容易掌握到呢個技術咯。咁又再加上真係其實而一個 trend， 同學都係好多好速食嘅嘢，即係佢會覺得好似好多嘢係咪可能好快就達到咗咧？但係喺呢一個行業，其實真係都知道係需要時間去浸淫嘅。咁所以佢可能會覺得呢一個佢哋未必會覺得自己接受到呢個挑戰，或者佢都會覺得佢都需要真係諗得好清楚。先會係去諗下自己適唔適合投身呢個行業咯。同埋另外一樣嘢就係洋服對於佢哋嚟講咧，真係幾 因為我諗佢哋可能到佢哋畢業嘅年紀，佢都未接觸過、未掂過，或者可能淨係見過，但係未着過。即係裏邊原來個工藝係咁難得啊，咁吸引啊！啲布料原來係會有咁多嘅知識佢要學啊，佢都未必知道嘅。即係暫時對於佢嚟講，係真係有啲同學會覺得好似係幾遠啊，幾唔係佢哋嗰個年紀會覺得會係諗到佢會做到嘅一樣嘢咯。我覺得呢個係個挑戰。
作為一個曾經都後生過嘅人啦，即係我都覺得喺服裝入邊咧，其實訂做尤其是洋服啦，尤其是件外套啦，係一個比較複雜或者其實都叫做一個天花板嘅工藝，即係相對起可能一啲簡單嘅 T-shirt 牛仔褲去比啊，呢樣嘢你要成絲或者出絲或者甚至乎可以開始自己營運到一間西裝鋪，其實的而且確個距離由零去到真係可以自己營運到鋪頭唔係咁近。咁我覺得呢一個都係頭先前幾組喺唔同嘅 speaker 嘅口中都有提及過入行嘅難度，個最大嘅挑戰就係呢個位。咁都非常之多謝Rosanna 再一次啦，同我哋分享你嘅導師嘅意見啦。咁 OK， 咁我問埋Emma 先。Emma, the last question for you. Hong Kong as a global tailoring hub, what is the challenges and the opportunities? Tell me about the Suitwalk events, because I wanted to cross over with you on this Suitwalk event under the name of Hong Kong Tailor Association.
Absolutely. So Hong Kong has always been very, very well known to be a tailoring capital in the world, and I have to tell the truth. A few years ago, 10 years ago probably, I was a little bit skeptical about the future of the Hong Kong tailor, because it was a very, very big moment of change. The mainland Chinese market was growing. A lot of other big tailoring cities were growing in Asia, Southeast Asia, and so on. But it is very, very nice to see that now Hong Kong is back where it belongs. That is like it's a world-class tailoring capital. A lot of new forces, new blood into the tailoring system, and it is incredible how this is not only under the eyes of the Hong Kong people, but the eyes of the world. If you see what is happening now, a lot of people that are journalists, influencers that are concerned with tailoring, Permanent Style, Parisian Gentleman, Forza Style from Japan. They have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they're all in Hong Kong just to observing what is going on, and this is really, really, really very good and beneficial to the whole industry. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but of course you are. We had that recent event, Sartorial Asia, that was pretty much a success, despite the fact we had to postpone the first event. Unfortunately, it was a big success, and then it was really very good to see how Hong Kong can be presented as a city where you can find a kind of high-end, world-class tailors. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank officially and publicly the Hong Kong Tailor Association for having contributed to the organization of these events and having supported. And I really hope that in the future we can cooperate more, and we can make these events even bigger and more meaningful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. OK， 咁我簡單濃縮咧，Emma頭先講啲咩啦？咁其實你啱啱香港咧都舉行咗一個叫 Suitwalk 嘅 event。 咁喺呢個 event 入邊咧，我哋都邀請咗好多國際嘅 KOL 嚟香港。其實呢件事咧，因為大埔件事件咧，其實係改過一次期嘅。咁我哋原本咧係應該喺上年嘅年底已經係做咗呢個 shoot walk。咁由於一啲不幸嘅原因啦，我哋喺上2個星期先重新再舉行多做一次呢個 shoot walk event。咁亦都好慶幸我哋再叫各位 KOL 過嚟嘅時候咧，都仲有好多人俾面我哋去行呢個 shoot walk。咁當然我哋都要大力去俾翻一個 credit Emma 係俾咗好多力度去推廣一個 shoot walk 嘅 event， 尤其是選擇咗喺香港，因為其實作為一個外國人咧，佢係冇乜特別義務要將呢件事舉行喺香港。咁而佢一直選擇去幫我哋推行本地嘅財統知名度咧，咁呢樣嘢我都係覺得非常之欣慰。咁我亦都私底下同 Emma 係即係好好朋友啦，都有同佢講話嚟緊除咗喺一個社交層面上KOL 個人層面上，我都希望喺技術上我哋可以將呢件事變成一個洋服嘅盛事。除咗係着出嚟靚，都想人哋知道點解件衫矜貴值錢。咁呢個係我哋希望邁向嘅最終目標。咁 OK， 最尾快而精問埋會長呢個意見先。香港作為全球財統嘅中心，嗰個挑戰同機遇係咩？
我覺得香港呢幾十年裏邊，我已經眼見到由1970年開始至到而家，每10年裏邊咧，佢都有少少個風浪喺度嚇。咁由一個大都會嘅旅遊城市變成一個金融城市嚇。咁我覺得就話呢個機遇，衣食住行係我哋中國人裏邊必須嘅嚇。咁我覺得喺一個着衫嘅角度嚟講，我希望能夠培訓到或者喺個會裏邊幫到好多有意喺呢一行發展嘅人裏邊變得更加尖，更加得到佢哋自己嘅個性嚇。咁我最先已經講咗，香港我哋係唔擔心冇 market 嘅嚇。Overseas 嚟到香港，金融機構專才，無論你喺任何一個範疇裏邊，高中低，我可以講，你可以每一個位置裏邊，你都會有一個 market 喺度，呢個機遇嚇。你可以做到 super top， 做到一個 private consultant， 去 serve 一啲好有錢嘅人。呢個任何一個位置裏邊，只要佢能夠可以將自己可以更加強大啲，能夠更加專業啲。喺洋服呢行裏邊嘅話，我相信每一位年輕人佢哋應該係好有前途同埋好光明嘅。但係我哋都要俾好多力量去栽培唔同嘅位置裏邊咧，技術性上邊啊，任何一個角度裏邊，我哋要出多啲咁多力量。我哋個會
OK 好，咁多謝會長嘅勉勵說話啦。咁其實在座頭先幾位 speaker 都有講過，香港前10年嘅裁縫業的而且確係好嚴峻。咁去到今時今日啦，其實好多嘢已經係慢慢有起色噶啦。咁我希望呢一個轉角點啦，係嚟緊嘅10年可以令到我哋個行業就再創高峰啦，將香港嘅洋服寶號由之前係冇咁突出啦，可以慢慢可以耍翻靚個招牌。咁有賴台下咁多位咁樣一齊去支持我哋，令到成件事係更加可以得到更加多人認識我哋呢個行業。咁thank you 台下所有嘅觀眾啦，亦都 thank you 台上嘅所有 guest speaker 啦。我都見到好多 cameraman 喺度準備叫我哋食飯啊。咁如果我唔交翻個台咧，我諗我哋起碼8、9點先開到好食。咁我就事不宜遲，我就可以請翻 guest speaker 落翻台先啦。Thank you。好，咁嚟緊我都會將支咪交翻俾今晚嘅 MC 同事。咁小弟晏晝嘅 guest speaking session 已經結束啦。Thank you 咁多位 ，Thank you 多謝支持 ，Thank you。